Hi, welcome to my first ever YouTube video, and today I'll be showing you guys how I achieve my everyday makeup, my everyday school makeup, my everyday varsity going grocery shopping, my everyday taking the dogs for a walk. Plus I'll be including my skincare routine, the products that I use to prep and get my skin ready for the layers. I just showered and I washed my face with can you see this? Oh my god, the lighting is too bright. Okay, the Neutrogena visibly clear blackhead eliminating daily scrub. That's what I use to scrub my face every day, twice a day. Yeah, it helps eliminate blackheads from day one. Does it completely? It's a mystery. Okay, so after that I tone my skin with the Neutrogena visibly clear spot proofing purifying toner. This works with your skin to help clear spots and defend against new breakouts. Does it work? It works to a great extent, although I don't have the most perfect skin in the entire world, but this does help me get there, and I do have a breakout because I've been having a lot of dairy, and dairy is not my thing. Okay, so after that I apply the visibly clear, can you see this? The visibly clear spot proofing oil free moisturizer. I'm very oily already. My pores tend to be clogged. Yes, so this range of products from Neutrogena help me declog and clean my pores. Actually, this one, no, not the daily scrub actually helps reduce the visibility of pores. Yes, it makes your pores less visible. So I kind of changed the lighting in my room. It was way too bright, although it's still bright, as you can see. It was way too bright, and then well, you couldn't see clearly the products that I was using, but I'm back now. And then after applying the spot proofing oil free moisturizer from Neutrogena, I go ahead and prep my skin. What do I use? I use the MAC Prep and Prime Skin Base Visage. Yes, bitch. You see this? Don't mind all the fingerprints. Okay, so this I just squeeze a tiny bit into my fingers, dab it together, apply it all over my face. Actually, one pump of this product actually goes all the way. Like, I only use one pump. Pronunciations. Here they say it's a lightweight gel lotion formulated with special effect silicones. Evens out skin redness and skin tone while adding radiance, bitch. Improves the lay down and application of foundation or powder. Okay, so this retails for 400 and this retails for 485 francs and is available at MAC. I'll leave the link in the description box below. I'm very nervous, guys. This is my first time, don't judge me. Okay, and then after that we'll go to the brows. I first brush them up with this spoolie. The inner side of the brows should be brushed up, while the outside, the inner side is brushed up and the outer side is brushed to the side. I did tweeze some of my eyebrows because I have very thick eyebrows, so I did tweeze my eyebrows. And then for my eyebrows, I fill them in with eyeshadow. I use eyeshadow to fill in my eyebrows, and I'm going to use what am I going to use? I'm going to use this angled brush, and I'm going to use the MAC signed and sealed matte eyeshadow. We'll get the hair out of the way, and then we'll brush them up. Make sure we brush them more and evenly. don't get too worried about the shape as of now, because we're going to conceal our past bitches. We're going to conceal all our mistakes, make sure that we look snatched, we look good, we look amazing, darling. Okay, this, okay, don't worry about that. We're just going to brush them evenly and perfectly. And I'm gonna use the MAC 266 brush. It's an angled brush, it's an angled concealer brush, and I'm going to use the LA Girl Pro Definition, no, the Pro High Definition Concealer in the shade Toast. That's GC 981. That's the shade Toast, and I'm going to use this shade for under my brow. Okay, I love these LA Girl concealers. They are so amazing. They get the work done. I got this at Discam. Yes, they were like 62 rands. I got this for 62 rands at Discam. Okay, so I just put a bit on my skin here. I'm not sure if you can see. And then I'm just going to dab the brush in there. And then I'm going to carve. Okay, I put a lot. And then I'm going to carve the brow a bit. This might seem very light on my skin, like for you guys, but it's not really light. It actually somehow matches my skin. Using the same concealer, we're going to draw at the top of the eyebrow. We're going to carve out the shape. Make sure that the brow looks good. Yes, carve up the brow. Make sure that your concealer is perfectly blended. Yes, this is not the end result with my brush. Okay, I'm going to use a flat foundation brush just to spread out the excess concealer, so you see how the eyebrow looks like. Okay guys, so I just did the other eyebrow off camera. They don't look like twins, but they do look like sisters. Don't have to worry about that, guys. You just need a steady hand and make sure that you manage to curve the eyebrows perfectly. Okay, so after this I'm going to apply my foundation. Oh my god, I'm going to apply my foundation, and I use the Rimmel London Lasting Finish 25-hour skin perfecting full coverage foundation in the shade what's this shade, in the shade Espresso. Yes, because I'm dark, darling, and the darker the berry, the sweeter the juice, is what they say. Okay, so this is already full coverage. This foundation, this Rimmel London, is already full coverage, so I'm just going to use a few pumps. I think I used 2 pumps for the whole face. I don't want to look like under layers. Let's see how that just instantly covers my skin. Everything is covered. Or am I delusional? But I do look flawless in the mirror. Okay, so I just finished applying my foundation on my face. But now we're going for the concealer, and I conceal with the LA Girl Pro Concealer High Definition Concealer. Yes, but I do conceal my under eyes, my forehead, my chin, and my jawline with the shade Toffee. Yes, I use the shade Toast for carving my eyebrows, but now I'm going in with the shade Toffee to highlight my face. That's Toffee GC 984. LA Girl Pro HD High Concealer. To conceal with, so I don't. Okay, so after contouring, what am I saying? Okay, so after concealing my face with the concealer, I go in with you guessed it right, the LA Girl Pro Powder High Definition Setting Powder. Okay, I love this in the shade banana yellow. Yes, I love this so much. It's like an amazing thing. Okay, I bought this for 62 rands, 95 from Discam. Yeah, all the LA girls are from Discam because that's why from most of them. So I just bake, apply it with a wet beauty blender underneath the eyes. Just bake it. Just bake it, bitch. Bake away the concealer went. Just bake where the concealer went. But don't overbake because it might be difficult to brush off the powder from your skin. Don't forget the forehead. This helps with setting the concealer down. Yeah, so that okay, with me it helps me because I have oily skin, so it kind of traps the oils when I start sweating or whatever. Although my foundation states that it's sweat proof. I do sweat. I don't really sweat, but oils. So my pores start producing so many oils, and then and then this traps those oils, so I don't have that disturbing shine on my face. Okay, so for my eyelids, I'm going to use the MAC eyeshadow palette. The MAC eyeshadow palette. The eyeshadow by 15 Cool Neutral palette from MAC. This goes for how much is this? It's 985 rands, and yeah, you can get it. I'll leave the link below. Okay, so as my translucent color, I'm going to use this color right here, bottom right or left, I don't know this. What's the name of this color? It's Blackberry. I'm going to use the Blackberry color with where's my brush? With my MAC 275 SE brush. I'm going to just apply that and use that as my translucent powder. I'm going color. Okay, going in with the MAC Palace Pedigree eyeshadow by 4 palette. Can you see this? I'm going to use this color here. It's Palace Pedigree. That's the color. I love it so much. Okay, so this palette goes for 587 rands. I got this on eBay. It was a limited edition from the MAC, and then I just go with this color right underneath the top of my transition color. Oh, I like the lighting better. Yes, I was applying the shade pedigree on the top of my eyelids before I was rudely interrupted. Okay, now moving on to my favorite palette of all times, the LA Girl Nudes Eyeshadow. This shades don't really have names, but I'm going to use this one. As you can see, oh my god, I'm going to use this one at the end. As you can see, it's one of my favorite colors, that's why it has reached its end. Okay, so I'm just going to push this right by the crease line. It's like a coppery brown. Just push it in there. It has like some sparkle in it, and that's what I like. It shimmers a bit in different sunlight, in different lighting, so I use that. Okay, so I'm going to cut the crease. Yes, I know it's a bit extreme for an everyday look, but I'm definitely going to cut the crease, and for that I'm going to use the MAC 266 brush, and I'm going to use my LA Girl concealer in the shade Toffee, and then put that a bit on my arm, and then I'm going to cut the crease. As you can see, it's only cut to this part. Yes, and then I'm going to do the exact same thing for the other eye. Avoid blinking or closing your eyes shut when you have concealer, because it transfers to the top of your eye, because it's still wet, especially when it's still wet. But you have to work fast, because you know that concealer does tend to dry quickly. Look, on your eye looks weird. Okay, while your concealer is still wet, that's when you add your cut crease color. And for that, I'm going to use what color am I using? I'm going to use the color After Dusk from the Cool Neutral MAC palette. Still looking for a brush to use. This one, the second one, it has a bit of shimmer. I'm going to pack all that on top of my cut crease. I'm going to pack that color intensely. So if you pack it while the concealer is still wet, it gets to stick there. I know I look like a hot mess at this point, but the final result will be okay. Now, so going in with the same LA Girl Nudes eyeshadow collection with the fifth color from your left, this one, it's like a bronzyish color. I'm going to get a bit of that, place it where my crease color meets the end of my cut crease color, if that makes sense. The color I put on my crease line where it meets the end of my cut crease. I like this bronzy color, and then after that I go in with the cut crease color. I make sure that it kind of blends in to the end. I just pack it right by the crease, make sure that it continues. And now I'm going to do a little beauty hack. Okay, so I'm just going to get a page from my diary. I'm going to tear a page, let this one go past, and then I'm going to go back into my 15 Cool Natural shade, and then I'm going to use the color Black Tide. It's like a shimmery charcoal color. And I'm gonna go in there with my MAC 221 brush. Oh, I love this brush. And then I'm gonna pack that on that brush. See what I'm doing? Lay the edge of the paper and make a wing it. Okay, this brush is too small, it's not fluffy enough, so I'm gonna get a different brush. I don't know the name of this one. The name just rubbed off. I'm gonna close my eye. Bitch. Now blend it all out. Blend it. And then using the same fluffy brush. It's like a small fluffy brush. I'm just going to push this right under my waterline at the bottom of my eye. Just push the black tide right at the bottom of my eye. Okay, so from the same MAC palette, I'm going in with the translucent color. I used Blackberry, this one at the top, the one I use for the eyelids. I'm going to pack it right under my water eye, next to the black tide that I dragged down from the corner of my eye. Just put a bit of this so that my eyes have some balance. Okay, so for the inner parts of my eyes, I'm going to use the same palette. I'm using a lot of this. I'm going to use Silver Fog, this one. It's like a shimmery silver. Yeah, it's not really white, but it's like a shimmery silver. And I'm going to get that with my MAC 221 brush. And then I'm just going to put that on the inner corner of my eyes to add that sparkle. Just blend it out a bit, just to add that little. And after that, I just dust off my baking powder and my translucent powder. Just powder off the fallout in circular motions, bitch. Make sure that all the powder, you don't look like James Charles flashback Mary with the translucent powder. Just I'm using a Mica Bella Cosmetics brush to brush off all this excess powder from my face. Bitch. Okay, so going in with my favorite palette, the LA Girl, I'm just going to get this shimmery pearly color and just pack it right underneath my brow bone. Just right underneath my brow bone to add that shimmer underneath my brow bone. Yes. And then now for the lashes. I'll be using the MAC Hot and Naughty 2 Black Lash mascara. This adds definition. It has a 2-brush system. The tiny brush adds definition to your eyebrows, while the bigger brush adds volume to your eyelashes. This is for 320 rands from MAC Cosmetics. I'll leave the link in the description box below. So make sure that all your lashes are coated. Okay, so for this look, I won't be lining my eyes. I won't be giving it a cat eye because it's already dramatic enough with black winged eyeshadow. Oh, and for the blush, I'm using the Body Up Mineralized Blush from MAC Cosmetics, and it retails for 400 rands. I'll leave the link below in the description box. This one was a limited edition, but they do have the shade Lovejoy, which is going to be in the description box. It's a similar shade. This was a duo two-tone mineralized brush, but the shade Lovejoy is just one shade, and it's this dark pink shade here. So I'm just going to add this blush to my face, and I guess my face is done, and then I just have to brush out my facial hair because I leave my facial hair dark. So just brush off the excess powder that might have got trapped in my facial hair. Give it that look, and stay tuned for the reveal shots of